this time, I'm going to model Satir's communication theory, and we're going to back up. This time, we're probably like in the second session. Same family dynamic, maybe getting a little bit more background this time, so it's like the second session. So, welcome back. Glad to see you guys again. I'm glad you came back. So, how did you feel about last week? And tell me how this week at home went for all of you here. Who wants to start?
I thought it went better because my dad actually came home earlier for dinner, but it only happened like the first 2 days, and then he went back to his old routine.
Okay. So, what was that like for you when he came home those first couple of days?
We were shocked.
Did
I think it was nice. Yeah, it was good.
So you liked that?
We did.
We were pleasantly surprised, but I didn't know how long it was going to last.
And it only lasted
Obviously.
3 days.
I gotta keep money coming in, I gotta keep food on my family's table.
So what was different about the first 2 days and then the rest of the week?
I was trying to make you guys happy.
And then
But
you
I
stopped.
You don't understand when you have a big job like Dad does, sometimes you can't control the hours that you work.
You know, what I hear is that, I know for me, when I feel validated, when I made an effort, when I hear positive feedback, when I've tried to make an effort, that it makes me want to do it more. And
I feel like the feedback I got, like they said, was shocked and surprising, and it made me feel, oh, well, if you're gonna act like this, then why do I come home early?
But naturally we're going to be surprised and shocked that you're coming home because it never happens.
okay, so I want you to do an I statement for me.
Okay.
And I want you to say, when I came home, I felt, and complete that for me.
When I came home, I felt made fun of and not taken seriously.
Okay. Why don't you try?
Am I talking about when he came home?
When
When he
Sean came home,
When Sean came home
earlier,
I felt very happy.
Like a princess?
I felt like a princess. Yes. I felt like a princess. I felt very happy. But I also felt like that was the only day that it was going to happen.
Okay.
And it was never going to happen again.
Okay. I want Zach to have a turn. Zachary. When Daddy came home early, I felt.
When Daddy came home early, I felt important.
Nice. Feels good to feel important, doesn't it?
It does.
I like feeling important. I think everyone does, but I know I like feeling important. I think each of us likes feeling important. I want to try something. I want to try, it's called sculpting the family. And I want you to show me, Zachary's going to start. And Zachary's going to put each member of the family in a position that sort of shows us what role they play in the family, how they look in your mind every day. So if Mom maybe has a lot of rules, or maybe Mom makes you follow the rules, maybe Dad, I'm going to go ahead, I don't want to even give you ideas. I want to see what you create. You can put their body in any position you want, and then tell me what it is that it means. Do you think you could try that for me? So everybody stand up. I'm going to stay right in here. So, would Mom be standing? Would Mom be sitting? I'm just kind of, that's the kind of thing that you would want to try and create her to be what you see her to be with the family. Is she next to Dad? Is she far away from Dad?
She's far away. She'd be standing, like here, probably with a pen in her hand,
Okay.
doing something,
Okay.
like work at home.
Okay. And where's Dad?
Not here.
At all?
Not at all.
Okay, well, let's pretend he's come home.
Oh, okay.
So he's home.
Okay.
And so where would he be
He just
at home?
sits on the couch.
Okay, and is he facing, Zachary, is he facing you?
No,
Or would he be facing away maybe?
No, he faces, on his phone all the time,
But would he be facing towards the family or away
facing
from
towards the
the
family.
He's towards the family,
Towards
but
the
not
family.
paying attention to the family.
Yes.
So his head might be down.
Yes.
Okay, and then where is Zachary in here? Where is Zachary?
All over.
Okay, but I want you to pick a spot that seems like the most common place that you are. Try to pick a
Just
position.
on the floor.
On the floor.
On the
Okay.
floor.
Are you facing Dad? Are you facing Mom?
The TV.
You're facing the television. Okay. And are you aware that they're both there?
Yes.
Okay, so what body position could you maybe make? Give me a symbol or some sort of signature, like maybe like this because you're hearing both of them?
That's good.
Yeah? Okay, so put your hands up here, like this. Okay. And you're writing. I need to see you writing. And Dad? So Dad's there, but just here. And Mom is busy as well. So in the family dynamic of what I see, it's interesting to me that is there that much difference between what Dad's doing and what Mom is doing? Because you have Mom busy.
But I see what she does. Like, if she cooks, then I get to eat the food, where Dad just sits on the phone and I don't see anything coming out of it.
Where do you think the food comes from?
The
How do you think
grocery
we pay for
store.
the
Let
food?
him talk.
So maybe, what do you think, Mom, and Susan, what do you think when you see this dynamic, that this is the way Zachary sees your family? What do you think?
Well, it makes me sad that he sees his father that's not paying any attention to him. Usually when I'm working, but I say, Zachary, would you like to come help me?
Is there any
Zachary.
changes you would make in this structure? How would you structure this?
I think he's pretty much has it.
Pretty.
I wouldn't put him facing our family though.
So, Sean would need to move away. Okay, so Sean, turn away. Okay. And is the position where Zach is and everything that works for you in your
I would put
structure?
Zach right next to me.
Okay, so Zach, can you move over by Mom? So we can kind of look at that picture. Okay, so this is how Mom sees the family. And you're working still, yes?
Working, but also
With your head,
acknowledging.
yeah, right there. Okay, and Dad's turned away, busy or
Turned away,
just
busy,
Okay,
reading his paper on his phone, answering emails
okay.
from work, basically taking the work home with him when we're supposed to be sitting and having dinner.
So Sean, how does that feel? What is that like for you when you see how Zachary has set up the family, how Susan has, how she observes it?
You know, I
What is that like?
understand what it might look like to them and maybe to an 8-year-old, but maybe what he doesn't realize is Mom has the pen because she's writing checks for all the credit cards that she gets, that Dad has to work for every day. And Dad would not like to bring his work home with him, but because of the excessive spending, Dad has to sometimes,
But
the
don't you think
majority
there
of
needs
the
to be a
time.
line drawn sometimes when you're home with the family and
Yeah,
spend
do you
quality
think that,
time?
do you think that maybe we don't need a line should be drawn at all the department stores?
Well, okay, so I clearly am hearing that I would have concerns of the same nature. I would like to see right now, and put that on hold for just a second, I would like to see Dad's idea of how you view the family. Is there any changes that you would make?
I would put Zachary in front of the TV, watching the TV, playing with toys that we bought him. I would put Susan in the kitchen, probably making something.
Okay, so a little bit farther away from Zachary, you feel?
Yes, but if he sees that she's away, he'll go into there eventually.
So it is probably the correct structure to have him
Sure.
there. Now, where do you put yourself?
I mean, when I come home and I'm with my family. Does some work need to get done still? Sure. So I'm here, I'm there. I try to do the amount of work in the correlation that my family spends the money so that everything's equal. They want me to be home more often, they want me to come here, but I'm only one person, I can only do one thing or the other. I mean,
Sure.
maybe I can come home more often if we want to live in a smaller house or not eat as much food or...
Is that something that maybe, I know when I have those sort of thoughts, are those the kind of things I know it's most effective if I communicate that, to those that are around me, that I'm even thinking that. Maybe, I would ask, is it more important to you if you have a bigger house, or is it more important maybe that I'm here a little bit more? be a sacrifice everybody makes, but it may be.
I could probably be
One
more
that's a family.
communicative.
I would like to structure the family in the way I would like to see it. Could I do that?
Sure.
Okay, so what I would like to have is, Susan, if you could go over and stand by Sean. And if you could, the two of you stay right there, and if you could just kneel down, right there, next to each other, right there. Go ahead and kneel on the ground, yeah, that'd be great. And then Zach, you are going to get up and you're going to sit right here. Or not. We're gonna pretend. And face them right here. Gosh. There we go, okay. And turn and face, yes, okay. So, with this dynamic here, I'm thinking Mom and Dad are both accessible to you right away, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Mom has access to Zachary, he's available right there. Dad, you now have joined what's happening here. And you're available to not only Zachary, but now look how much closer you are to Susan as well. Which, I know it's just a structure, but I think metaphorically and even symbolically, this dynamic is something that maybe we could work towards.
Absolutely.
Yeah, sure.
Absolutely.
I'd like to make that a goal for ourselves, that we do that. Zachary, you did really great today.
Thank you.
And I want to know if I could give you a hug. Would that be okay?
Sure.
Because I'm really proud of you today. I'm really proud that you've done that. And you know, Dad, this isn't easy. You know, to be the scapegoat or the fall guy.
Yeah.
And the frustration is heard. And I want you to know that I hear that as well. And we're going to work on all that, so that everybody feels like we have a balance, yeah? In the way it
Sounds
needs to be.
good.
Awesome.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thanks. Dad, great job. Thank you.
Thanks.